Virgin Lips, written by Eternal Love Song. He was laying flat on the table, bouncing a ball beside his hip from the floor to the ceiling. The constant thunk of the ball hitting the ground was a comforting lull. It mixed well with the hum of the drill, or whatever it was that Mew was using over on her workbench. She's been at it for a while now, leaving time for Kokichi to let his thoughts wander.
Hey! We should kiss!
He didn't look away from the ceiling, but he heard the sound of Mew dropping whatever tool she had been using.
We should what?
He focused on the thunk of the ball hitting the floor, the ceiling, and the floor again, rather than the way his heart beat a little faster.
You heard me.
She was quiet for too long after that, so he risked letting his eyes dart over to her just for a moment. She was staring at him like a deer in headlights, only coming to her senses when she realized that he was looking back at her. She gulped, hands twisting the bottom of her shirt.
You really?
He sat up, letting the ball continue to bounce on its own while he looked at her. He waited until it finally stopped before he spoke.
Do you not want to?
Well,
She looked away, then seemed to remember who she was talking to and puffed out her chest, placing her hands on her hips.
Well, of course you want to kiss this gorgeous girl genius. I knew I was irresistible.
Kokichi rolled his eyes at her as he grinned.
I'm just taking pity on you. What kind of friend would I be if I didn't allow you to experience the wonder of a first kiss? It's not like anyone else wants to kiss you.
Like I'd be interested in your virgin lips,
she told him, looking away. They were at a stalemate for a moment, Kokichi staring her down while she pretended to be looking away. Finally, he glared at her.
Well, are you gonna kiss me or not? I don't have all day.
Sorry.
She moved closer to him, pausing in front of him nervously.
Have you ever?
He hadn't. He wasn't going to tell her that, though. He reached out to grab her arms, pulling her closer.
Jeez, I can't do it if you're standing 10 feet away from me.
Don't act all bossy with me.
As if she didn't need him to boss her around to stop her from getting nervous. If he didn't do it, there's no way she would. Mew was the most passive person he knew. He grinned at her suddenly as he got an idea.
If that's how you feel, then you take the lead.
Huh?
You heard me.
He put his arms at his side.
Go on, Mew. Take control. A genius girl like you can do it, right? You know all about kissing, right?
Course I do.
She took his face in his hands and stared him down. He stared back. Her face slowly began to turn more and more red. His heartbeat was threatening to beat out of his chest. Neither of them did anything.
I really do have to do everything around here.
She looked down at the floor.
Sorry.
His expression softened. He moved her hands off of his face and pulled her closer.
I'm the supreme leader here. It's only natural that I show you how it's done.
She looked up at him, giving him a small, shy smile. The secret smile that he was the only one to see. Just like no one else saw the smile he gave her in return.
Close your eyes.
For once, Mew did what he said without complaint. He put one hand on her cheek and she squeaked.
Jeez, you're so nervous, Mew.
So are you.
She was right, but he wouldn't admit that. Kokichi moved closer until their lips were hovering barely inches apart. Then he closed his eyes and moved forward. Her lips weren't smooth like he expected them to be. Instead, he could feel how bitten they were. Still, they were soft and hers, so he was satisfied. They held it for a long time before pulling apart. She took a deep breath before opening her eyes.
That was...
Your turn.
What?
She blinked at him, completely thrown off.
I kissed you, so you had to kiss me. That's how it works.
Says who?
She griped. Still, she took his face in her hands again, smiling smugly at him.
Fine. I'm gonna give you the best damn kiss of your life.
Go ahead, knock my socks off.
She dove straight in this time, not giving him any room to mentally prepare. The surprised sound that he made in the back of his throat was almost more embarrassing than the way he completely melted against her. His hand went to hers on his cheek, the other grabbing hold on her shirt and pulling her closer. She wasn't any better at kissing than he was, but the awkwardness had worn off a little. This time, he was the one still dazed afterward. She watched him uncertainly.
How was it?
The vulnerability in her voice made him hesitate on the lie he'd prepared.
I'd be willing to do it again,
he told her. He waited until she smiled, and the hesitancy left her expression before adding,
Under duress?
You little shit!
she yelled, pinching his cheeks.
Ow, 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 ow! This is abuse! You're so mean!
He reached out to pinch her back. This was how Kibo found them when he came to check up on them. The robot just sighed and went to work breaking them apart. When he looked away, they smiled at each other. Kokichi would call his first kiss a success. He was laying flat on the table, bouncing a ball beside his lap from floor to the from the floor. And fuck you, phone. I know I got a reminder going on, but yeah, I will be right back and I will try again. The constant thunk of the ball hitting the ground was a confronting lull. My God. Can I frickin' read? Fucking read, my dude? Okay.
Jeez, it sure is boring around here.
My boy, this is what all true warriors strive for.
I just wonder what Ganon's up to.
Your Majesty, Ganon and his crew took everything in Kordai. How do we help?
It is written, only Link can defeat Ganon. Great, I'll grab my stuff.
There is no time. Your sword is enough.
I don't know why that was in my head. Come on, Mew. Fuck, it's take. I said cake. Fuck. Why the fuck did I say cake? Like, yeah, we're gonna have cake. Really? No, the cake was a lie. Fuck you, your Portal reference. I really do have to... Fuck. No, that's not what I want to do. No,
everyone, Agent Fluffy here, and thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you want to support me even more, feel free to support my Patreon. The links are right here.